Book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Most High, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Most High, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hopeful works are fulfilled. I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Much respect and salutations to the brothers out there laboring, teaching this word in truth and sincerity. And what we're going to go into is the famine is on the way. You have various stores around the country already has food shortages. And we're going to play a video, so stay tuned.
Well, this right here is something we've talked about many times as well. We've talked about this every Friday night, saying if you can, you might want to start growing your own food or attempting to, going through the process and working out any problems or issues you may run into or face along the way. Because right now what we're seeing in different stores across the country are signs being put up, and many people are saying here that it truly is beginning. You see here, this is only the beginning. They're saying a Tennessee Walmart canned vegetable section, basically a shortage until August. Same thing being seen right here. This Kroger. You can see what they're saying here to the end of August, and this is because of a poor harvest. Now, Walmarts are putting out the same type of warning. And as we go down through here, I'm going to skim through some of these posts that people have put out from across the country, and you're going to see right here, this is in Oregon. Same thing. Signs up on the shelves. There is a shortage. Prices are increasing. Here we go. In California, same thing. Walker and Denham. Not sure exactly where that's at, but they're saying same thing. These signs are popping up everywhere. A product shortage. This is what we've warned about for weeks. Here it is again, another store. And
Okay, what we just looked at and witnessed was what? These different stores around the country having food shortages in the way of being a poor harvest, right? But Yahushua said these things are going to happen before he comes back, right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying that I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many, right? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? So we've been hearing of wars and rumors of wars for the past, couple months now. It's been intensifying. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. That's what we're getting ready to witness in this country, man. It's been happening in various places around the world, but now it's coming to Babylon the Great. And pestilence. The pestilence, man. You see all these flesh-eating bacteria cases going on. All this Ebola. All these different pestilence that the Most High is sending on this earth, right? And earthquakes. Hey, we already know about the earthquakes going on in California, man. Over 10,000 earthquakes that shook, man, already. Okay? In diverse places. You had an earthquake hit in Huntsville about 3 days ago. In the state that I'm in. Okay? All these are the beginning of sorrows. So all these are going to be the beginning of the sorrows, man. Okay? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 17. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? Ezra seen the same vision that Yahushua prophesied about, right? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. Okay? Famine is the worst death you can have, man. Where you starving to death. You can't find no food, you boiling leather, okay? You boiling your own children, okay? So famine is the worst death you can experience. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when all these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute, okay? But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges, okay? Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Man, there's great confusion, man, right now when they telling you you don't have to have a gender for your baby when they're born. When they tell you transgenderism is correct. These evils are growing right now, okay? It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger, the sword shall destroy, okay? It's going to get so bad that they're going to enlist, and people are going to enlist voluntarily to get killed in World War III, okay? So this is the book of Ecclesiastes or Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 27. Maybe wondering, man, who is doing all this? Well, it's the mighty hand of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, doing all this, man. All these things, Salakia. Verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of them that made them. Salakia. Hail and fire and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Okay? The hail, the fire, the famine, and death, all these was created for vengeance. Why? Because this place has exceedingly had its wickedness reach up under heaven. Okay? It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Okay? They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Okay? It's not going to transgress his word. This is the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh correcteth. Therefore despiseth not thy chastening of the Almighty, for he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and he make his hands whole. He delivereth thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Okay? 7 is completion. Okay? In famine he shall deliver thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Okay? Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Okay? At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 13. Therefore thus saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Okay? So the Most High God is going to save his elect about this famine and about this war. Okay? With that, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Much respect and salutations to the brothers out there laboring in this truth. Wake up the elect of the children of Israel. Lord willing, it's been edifying. Kwam Yasharala. Till the next time I say, Shalom.